Namaste, welcome. So, if meditation is a movement towards effortless effort, to be soft whilst cultivating one-pointed focus, then Yoga Nidra is complete surrender. It's a relearning in how to be totally effortless, which in a world where we place high value in our doing, wearing busy like a badge of honor, is really this radical reclaiming of rest. This particular practice will focus on creating a feeling of balance and harmony between the left and the right sides of the body so that we shift into an experience of homeostasis, a place where we enter the wholeness of being, an awareness, a very healing presence that reminds us we are already complete. Let's get straight to it. Have some props so that you feel completely supported, and we'll come to lay down on our backs. So you might like to have a pillow underneath the knees. This can sometimes offer more support for the lower back. Equally, you may like a blanket either to cover you if you get cold, maybe under the head if the floor is quite hard. And if you're in a light-filled room, you can take a cloth or something light to cover the eyes just to withdraw the senses a little further. Take those first few moments to shift and shuffle. The heels are slightly wider than hip distance. You'll know if you turn the toes towards each other, they'll only just touch. Hands by the side, palms facing upwards. If you are covering yourself with a shawl, just have the arms over the top of it so that nothing is touching the fingertips. And then close down the eyes. Begin to settle in. Feel how the physical body is placed on the mat. Let it become heavy, relaxed. As if it begins to unfold to the earth beneath you. You'll notice that the more you relax, the more you begin to feel supported. Become aware of your body breathing. Start to feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly. As your body breathes in, the abdomen softly floats away from the spine. And as you breathe out, it gently relaxes back. And continue to be effortless. And for a little longer, just allow your attention to settle on the soft rise and fall of your belly. And now start to deepen your breath. Begin to consciously shape it. Inhaling and exhaling through your nostrils with a focus on abdominal breathing. Each inhale fills the belly. There's a weightiness to it. Each exhale empties. And then as you continue, start to intuitively lengthen the breath out. So that each exhale begins to feel twice as slow as the inhale. And then as you continue with this approach, intuitively long exhales. Start to notice that you're sending this signal to the body and mind to relax. That more and more with each breath you begin to settle into the present moment. Soft inhales. Long, slow, soothing exhales. Each time that you breathe out, sense, see, even feel that you're letting go. Anything and everything that stands between you and resting in this moment is released on each exhale. Relax and allow your breath to return to an involuntary flow, no longer shaping the breath. It just softly unwinds and finds its own perfect rhythm. You effortless, aware of the body open and resting. And then bring your attention to both the left and the right ankles. Become aware of both of your ankles. Notice if it's easier to feel one more than the other. Perhaps you feel the left more strongly, or maybe the right. And then whichever of the two is more difficult to feel, bring your attention to it, so that in time you can feel and be aware of both of your ankles equally. Continue to relax, to be soft, and experience both of your ankles equally. And then bring your focus to both knees. Become aware of the left and the right knee. And have the intention to balance the feeling between the two. If you do feel one more than the other, it's an indication that there's more life force, energy flowing through that side. By balancing the feeling, the awareness, you'll also balance the energy that flows through. And then please bring your attention to your hip sockets. Balance the feeling between left and right. And then as the presence between the two becomes harmonized, you'll experience this shift such that instead of feeling or being aware of two, it's as if they become one. And then do the same in both wrists. Balance the feeling in the left wrist and the right. And sense that as the two become balanced, they eventually feel like one. And then awareness in both elbows, please. Balance left and right. Both shoulders. Harmonize the feeling, the awareness in the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Remain effortless. Instead of thinking your way through, simply try to feel. Bring your attention to both eyes. And start to sense an equivalence of presence, of awareness in both eyes. Both inner ears. Balance the feeling between the left and the right. Now bring your attention to the flow of breath moving in and out of your nostrils. And start to feel the breath ascend and descend equally. Directing your attention so that there is complete balance between the flow through the left nostril and the flow through the right. The breath moving through the nostrils is now one, equal. And please bring your attention to the brain. Balance the feeling between the left and the right. The whole body and mind brought into balance. Distinction between the left and the right dissolves. The mind and body rests in unity, oneness. Resting in this infinite sea of oneness and presence. Gently recall the breath, moving, flowing effortlessly. And as you watch the body breathe itself, Sense that the start of each inhale arises from that sea of oneness. And the end of each exhale gently returns to that oneness. The breath arising from and returning to oneness. Continue to rest in the effortless flow of the breath amid an ocean of oneness and healing, whole and complete. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Feel how it pulls you back into the physical body. Soft invitation to move back into life. Notice how you continue to carry that essence of rest with you. Take your time, perhaps find some movement, wriggling fingers, toes. A stretch if you feel like stretching. Eventually roll onto your right side and pause there. This feeling that you consciously move back into life, renewed, recharged, vibrant and whole. Take as much time as you need. When you're ready, you can gently sit up and move back into life. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete.